Okay, so let's look at what is the learning outcomes for this chapter. The student should be able to describe screening a business idea. Okay, so as we know that entrepreneurship studies is about how you want to uh, plan for your open a business. Okay, so we will know how to describe the screening a business idea. Number two is explain environmental scanning and evaluation of self and community, and then describe screening a business opportunity. Okay, this is three learning outcomes for this chapter. So let's look at the introduction. Okay, every business begins with the availability of an opportunity. Okay, opportunity is when there is a space of the offer goods or services in any specific market. Okay, as I mentioned last week, okay, every business will come out based on because of there is an opportunity and the problems. Okay, if the problems arise, and it will come to the opportunities. Okay, opportunities. Uh, dari segi apakah goods and service, okay, another good and service that demand by the customer, okay. So that's why, okay, when the products have been available but not fulfilling the customer's demand, okay, actually the product is there, but there is some of the feature, some of the unique characteristic of the product that don't have from other products. So that's why there is a product, okay, but then it's not fulfilling the customer's demand. Okay, customers demand for something better than what available in the market. Okay, and then when they want more choices, okay, so that they would be able to choose according their taste and preference. Okay, if you compare the products of fried chicken, okay, some of customer love to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken (KFC), but some of it we love to consume McDonald's fried chicken. Okay, same goes to burgers. Okay, so every people or customer they have their own preference. Okay, so that's why it will uh, mencetuskan opportunities ataupun peluang kepada business-business yang baru. Okay, so they want something different from what has been offered. Kadang-kadang kalau dia dah bosan pada sesuatu, contohnya boring dengan makan burger KFC, so they need some different taste. For example, they choose Burger King. Okay, so itu adalah sebab-sebab macam mana peluang untuk kita plankan for the new business listing dia ada. Okay, ada peluang tersebut, opportunities. Okay, so let's look business idea and selection of business opportunity. Okay. Okay, what is the step? A business ideas. Okay, start from now. Okay, you need to know that you must create business plan after this. Okay, after chapter number 5 is not mistaken. So please uh, cari idea, generate an idea for you to have a business. Okay, which business that you feel okay, apakah business yang you rasa tak ada lagi orang buat, for example like that. Okay. So a business idea starts with an opportunity. A business opportunity that is when there is demand for goods and services to meet the needs and wants of community. Okay. Step in identification, evaluation, and selection of business opportunities. Okay, step number 1 is to identify the needs and wants of consumer. Okay, you need to know what is consumers need, okay, around your location, for example. Okay? If you live in urban area or in in the city, okay, what is the needs that every citizen needs, okay? So step number two is scanning the environment and evaluating of self as a community. Okay, you should know the environment, okay? And then step number three, screening of business opportunities, and then select a business opportunity and prepare a business plan. So before we move to the business plan, so we need to identify the opportunities, the needs first, okay, before we plan to open a business. Okay, that is the step. So identify the needs and wants of the customer. We will evaluate one by one. Okay, how we want to identify the needs and wants of the customer. The term needs refer to the basic needs that the consumer must have in order to live, such as food, clothing, and shelter. Okay, that is we call it as needs. Okay, the term of want, okay, is very different with need. Okay, refers to a personal desire, okay, for something that more than the basic needs. Okay, for example, you want to buy iPhone, okay, iPhone mobile, okay, iPhone 14, for example, that is one, your personal desire, not the need, okay. A need is just um, a telephone, okay. Tahu apa? Telefon yang jadi need adalah asalkan you boleh connect to the internet and also can call the people. That is enough. Okay. If more than that, okay, uh, such as iPhone, okay, that is personal desire. Okay. Categories of things and wants. Okay. In terms of goods or tangible, then something that can be touch it and see it in a physical appearance demanded to satisfy one's needs, okay, and want either directly or indirectly. For example, computation phone will give us television. And then what are the needs is service or intangible, something which has no physical but still able to satisfy needs and wants of customers. For example, service of cutting your hair, barber, services of medical, okay, service of education, tailor, bank. The terms want refers to a person's desire for something that one mentioned before. Again, then second one is environmental planning and evaluation of self-family community. Okay, so environmental planning, okay, for example, structure of the population, income and pay. Okay, we should scan. Okay, we should analyze what is the structure of the population in Seremban, for example. Okay, how many people live in Seremban? How many people live in Port Dickson? That is the population. Okay, what is income? Okay, how much is the income? Okay, average, how much is the income in Seremban? The people live in Seremban, for example, 2,000 above. Okay. And taste, okay, whether they like to Negeri Sembilan is the taste of their food is more spicy food, right? Okay, for example, like that. Okay, that is the environmental opinion. Okay, and then if you plan to have a business, okay, for this purpose of just purpose of for education and purpose for this subject, okay, you should know. Okay, for example, Jeremy, live in Fordisson, right? So you need to know the structures of population, income, and case in Fordisson, for example. Okay. Then we also can study on import and export data. Okay. Study on local resource and technological breakthrough, okay, industrial linkage, development projects by the public and private sectors, searching for business opportunities in the local and foreign newspapers and magazines as well as on the internet. Okay? So how you want to scan the environment in Port Dickson, you can search in the internet for example. Okay? So what is the most popular one in the Port Dickson? Of course, the beach. Okay? The beaches there. Okay, so it will attract the local people and also a foreigner, right? Okay, so what is the best business that you need to have? Okay, the study of social problem, and then you need to know what is the government policy and regulation at your location. Okay, for example, for you need to know from where you want to register your business. Okay, so if kalau dekat Auditsen, Majlis Perbandaran Auditsen, okay, then we need to know that policies and regulation. Okay, some other the new policies about you need to know the new policies about COVID-19. Whether people now should wear the mask or not. Okay, that is some of the new policies or current policies that stated by the government and also state government. Right? So we need to know before we establish the business. And then, okay, so let's look at how Uh, okay, we will go through one by one for environmental screening. Okay, structure of the population income and use, composition of the people and the collected area should be analyzed. Okay, in order to get an accurate target market. Okay. Target market means that who is your target consumer or who is your target customer. Okay. For example, percentage of youth or elderly, male or female, work mother or non-working. No. Okay. If we compare urban area and rural area, urban area, okay, many of the mother in urban area is working mother. Okay, so it will give the opportunities, okay, maybe to open a business for food and beverage. Okay, so because they can, after mothers came back from their work, they need some food for they need to prepare their food for the family. So we as a business offer food and beverage that is very fast, for example, fast food, for example, okay, can mesti lihat kepada environment untuk sesuatu yang bersih. Okay. The higher the income level, the stronger the purchasing power of the people and the better opportunities for business. Okay. If you look at, if you compare Shah Alam, okay, or Kuala Lumpur, if you compare with Seremban, okay, the market there Okay, is more. Okay, Seremban market is smaller than Shah Alam and KL because of the population. Alright, so many of people in Shah Alam and KL, and then what else? The environment because of Shah Alam and KL people have income level higher than Seremban. So because of that, many business opportunities okay, hadir dekat dekat Shah Alam dan KL. So mereka akan ada stronger purchasing power. Okay, they have enough money to purchase goods. Okay. Change in the preference can give a good opportunity for business. Okay, for example, the trend in the fast food industry rises due to the change in the eating habit, as I mentioned before. Why the eating habit is changed? Because of mostly okay, a woman, especially a mother, okay, choose to work, okay, working mother, right? So they don't have enough time to prepare by their own, prepare the food by their own. So the fastest choices is to buy from the fast food, okay, KFC or Mochi, okay. So B, study and import and export data, the continuous increase in the value and quantity of a product or service being imported and exported to reflect potential market, both local and international. Okay. Okay, we need to study what is the goods that most of the okay, Malaysia import. Okay, what is the product that Malaysia import and what is the product that Malaysia export to outside country. Okay. For example, nowadays, okay, uh, durian, okay, Musang King durian, okay, the best one, okay, the best Musang King durian will be exported, okay, exported to China, okay, UK, for example, okay. So we need to know, okay, we need to assess it. Okay, what is the product that Malaysia imports from outside country? Okay, for example, kiwi fruit, right? So apple, okay. So you must screen it and also analyze whether we can okay, kita boleh ada apa tanam apple ke dekat Malaysia. Okay, you must do some research about it. Okay, before this, there is no grape. A grape cannot be planted in Malaysia because of the. But nowadays, okay, after doing some research, okay, the grape, okay, boleh kita tanam dekat Malaysia because of some of the we use some of the technologies. Okay, so yeah, that's why. Okay, an entrepreneur is a person that not only has a vision to the business, but they need to have the knowledge, okay? And also know about the technologies. Okay? So C, the study on local resources and technological breakthroughs. Okay, there might be local resources that yet to be exploited. Okay, this can be seen as the potential investment. Is there a new technology that can be adapted for the new invention? Okay. So the technological breakthrough is very important and is very gives a good opportunities in in nowadays, okay? Nowadays, okay, because of the digitalization. Digitalization is also technological breakthrough, which is all people is choosing to online, yeah, business. Okay? That is one of the examples of technological breakthrough. Right? Okay, who is the founder of the technological breakthrough? Okay, the founder for a technological breakthrough market is, for example, Food Panda. Okay, Panda and also GrabFood. Okay. Before that, we have Grab Car. Okay, Grab Car is the founder for the technological breakthrough because we can find out our own uh, transportation. Okay? So we can order the food online. Okay, so some uh, so that the rider will pick up for us and then deliver to the customer. Okay, so the customer just need to uh, stay at home. Okay, macam saya selalulah order food panda. Okay, sebab dia nak mengangkut anak-anak pergi kedai beli barang. Okay, something that we don't have enough money enough time to do that. Okay, so the best choice, okay, is to order through Food Panda, GrabFood. Okay, so because of this founder, so we can see nowadays, okay, another vendor ataupun ada juga aplikasi yang lain yang ada seperti bungkus okay, banyak lagi lah. Okay, contoh kalau Grab car ni kita ada Maxine. Okay. Maxine pun satu contoh juga lah. Apa? Dia offer transportation. Okay. And then the industrial linkage. Okay. An output for an industry can be an input to another. Therefore, integration between an industry with another should be, for example, Proton car industry, there are 1 to 5 vendors who supply car components to Proton, meaning that Proton assembly line cannot operate without the support from the component supply. Okay, industrial linkage, for example, okay, iPhone. Okay, if the Apple company wants to uh, nak siapkan nak assemble handphone tu, okay, they need the supplier another from the another business. Okay, for example, casing or when the components inside of iPhone is came from other country. Okay. Some of the components from China. Is that also some of it comes from US. Okay. So not if Apple is producing the iPhone, okay, it doesn't mean that all the components in the telephone itself is come from to be built in by the Apple itself. Okay, no. Okay. The components is come from China and then come from, for example, German, okay, other apa barang-barang lain ada apa datangnya daripada negara-negara lain. Okay, company-company lain yang itu kita panggil industrial linkage. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So that's why it means by the industrial linkage. Okay. Okay. Same goes to the proton or car company. Okay. If you look, why in Malaysia we have semiconductor uh, manufacturing. Okay. Semiconductor maksudnya dia yang siapkan barang-barang yang dekat dalam, okay, elemen-elemen yang ada dekat dalam telefon, okay, dekat dalam komputer for example, okay, the smallest thing tu dia adalah dibuat and for daripada industri lain. So macam tu. So, maknanya kita akan dapatkan barang-barang tersebut tu daripada company lain, negara lain. Something like that. Okay, that is kita panggil dia industrial linkage. So kalaulah industri kereta tu membangun, okay, sama juga dengan industri-industri lain seperti macam spare part kereta, itu pun akan membangun juga. That's why industrial linkages is very important. Okay, tak semestinya kita akan gunakan untuk produk tu, kita yang buat semua sekali tak. Okay, that is by that industrial linkages. Okay. So next, let's look at environmental training and evaluation of self and the community. Okay, there are two types of integration. Okay, the integration is forward integration and also backward integration. Forward integration, any business opportunity exists after a core or main company produces a product or services. That is, we call it as forward integration. Okay, how about the backward integration? Any business opportunity exists before a main company starts their production process. So let's look at the example, the process of industrial linkage with the national car project. Okay. Backward integration, component industry, transportation, cleaning, service, supplies, okay, to Proton. Okay, and then what is the forward integration? Okay, after the product is uh, exists. Okay, forward integration. Okay, distributor, workshop, okay, part supplier, car rental, car wash, transport service. Okay, that we call it as the industrial linkage. Okay, we have backward integration and also forward integration. Okay. So kalaulah so perindustrian kereta, for example Proton, dia tak akan berdiri sendiri. So kita akan ada some of the industry yang sediakan many components. Okay. So kalau forward integration, maknanya after dah siap kereta, okay, we will distribute the car to the distributor lah, ataupun company yang distribute car, okay, workshops, okay, part suppliers, car rental. Alright, itu maksudnya industrial linkage. Okay. The existence of the national car has helped to create directly or indirectly opportunities, okay, for the growth of the car industry and other business, okay, which include the component industry, supplier car parts to Proton and spare parts to the supplier. Okay, so maksudnya. Okay, let's look at E. Okay, development project by the public and private sectors. There are various economic development programs of government and the private that have opened up directly and indirectly business opportunities for entrepreneurs. Okay. For example, plus KLIA project, government complex Putrajaya has led to the opening up of the new township and new industrial area. Okay. So maknanya we will look at the development of the location, for example. Is there any project, okay, by the public or government? Okay, for example, such as the MRT construction. Okay, so MRT ni kita akan maksudnya daripada negeri mana ke negeri mana, contohnya. Okay, dia akan berakhir dekat Shah Alam ICT. Okay, so maknanya what is, because of that development, it will increase more opportunities to the location, near the location of MRT. Okay, MRT tu tahu kan yang kita nak buat apa tu, kereta api tu kan, kereta api laju tu. Okay, so bila government meluluskan that project, it will increase the opportunities of the economy. Okay, ekonomi setempat. So maknanya lebih ramai orang akan akses kepada sesuatu location tersebut. Okay, itu akan meningkatkan ekonomi ataupun meningkatkan kita punya opportunities untuk open a new business in that area. Okay, so that it means by the development project by the public and private sector. Okay, if for example for private sectors, if you look at Port Dickson, for example, okay, is there any new location or new ada tak taman perumahan baru yang ada dekat situ? Sebelum ni tak ada. Okay, lepas tu dia ada taman perumahan. So kalau ada taman new area of house, okay, so taman perumahan yang baru, it will increase the population on that location. So what is our opportunities? Of course, we can, there is opportunities. For example, you want to open petrol station. Okay. Contoh nak buka kedai petrol station. For example, Shell ke Petronas ke, if you have enough money. So that is your opportunities. Okay. To have petrol station near that new location. So semua orang akan ada bertumpu pada suatu tempat. That will increase our opportunities to create a new business on that area. Itu maksud dia, okay? Untuk development project by the public and private sectors, okay? And then let's look at F, searching for business opportunity in the local and foreign newspapers and magazines as well as the internet. By reading local and foreign newspapers and magazines as well as surfing the internet, entrepreneurs can identify business opportunity in various fields. Okay, so for example, what? Okay, maybe we can look at some of dishes. Okay, some foods. Okay, if you in hotel management, okay, study in hotel management, you need to have an idea how to open the business cafe, for example, or kedai makan. Okay, so you can read the newspaper or TikTok or whatsoever elemen yang you boleh tengok, and then contohlah kalau kita nampak dekat luar negara ada satu makanan yang dia create, okay, yang something different. Okay, so kita boleh cedok idea tu and then kita implementkan that idea. Okay, kita selaraskan the taste, okay, apa bahan-bahan dia sesuai dengan selera tempatan. Something like that. Okay. So maybe you have an idea how to create recipe spaghetti carbonara. Okay. Itu yang biasalah kan sebenarnya. Okay. Mana tahu, okay, spaghetti carbonara, okay, that you know, okay, the recipe, okay, bukan spicy. Okay, so why not you improvise, okay, to get an idea, okay, from the maksudnya daripada luar negara dia create kan, guna, okay, tak pedas. So untuk kita suitkan dengan taste dekat location kita, for example dekat Malaysia ni letak sikit spicy. That is, we call it as opportunity juga bagi kita. Alright. So sama juga macam durian crepe. Okay. We know the menus or the recipe from outside Malaysia. Okay. But then now we improvise, okay, using durian. Okay. Using buah durian. Okay. So before this kita tak pernah pun ada makanan yang durian crepe, durian. Okay, we know, okay, the crepe recipe is come from not from Malaysia, okay, outside outside Malaysia. For example, UK for example. Okay. So kita tahu makanan tu bukan daripada kita, so that kita improvise so that can suit the local taste. Okay. Itu yang kita panggil. So opportunities tu kita boleh dapat daripada you search the internet, okay, you look at the TikTok, okay, the content in YouTube for example from outside Malaysia, okay. So itu akan boleh createkan new idea about the something that we can create to have a business. Okay. G, the study of local social problems. So there are various social problems that can actually lead to business opportunity for entrepreneur. Okay. Apa dia local social problem? Okay. Kalau sebelum ni, okay, social problem. For example, okay, many of the teenagers, okay, smoking, okay, smoking a cigarette. So how to kita kata nak kurangkan, okay, merokok tu, okay. So adanya alternatif lain that is vape, alright, vape, okay. So ramailah hisap electronic cigarette, okay, that is vape, okay. So bila dah ada, there is demands from the supplier, there is a demand from the customer, so satu masa dulu it increase, okay, the business of vape ni. Macam-macam perisa kan. So kita boleh tengok dekat contoh dekat Senawang, banyak dah kedai vape dah ada. Okay, kita boleh pilih perisa-perisa yang kita nak. Okay, so before this tak ada pun. Okay, 10 years before tak ada pun perkataan saya pun tak pernah dengar apa itu vape. So sampai kan so macam mana ada satu idea, okay, entrepreneur yang ada idea, dia yang createkan benda ni. So dia adalah electronic electronic cigarette, okay. Okay, even though saya tak nak mengatakan that is vape is good for your health. No, okay, that is not good for your health. Okay, but I just want to highlight the example of some problems that can be can give us, okay, an opportunities to create a business. Okay, that is example. Okay, just example. Okay, just I don't encourage you to apa ni tak boleh sebenarnya kita nak hisap vape. Okay, ada sebelum ni memang ada study ni yang mengatakan vape ni boleh mengurangkan ketagihan kan. Kita kata tak ada nikotin, okay. So if compared to cigarette, okay, ada nikotin, ada tar dekat dalam cigarette tu, but vape tak ada. Okay, tak. But now actually vape is not very good for your health. Okay, many teenagers outside there, okay, kalau hisap vape, paru-paru dia ada problems. Okay. So I just want to highlight the example of the study. We need to study of local social problems, okay, to access the opportunities of business. Okay. So next, new government policies and regulations. Okay, rules and regulation caused by the government indirectly lead to business opportunities for entrepreneurs. Okay. That is one of the we call it as opportunities. Okay, for example, because of 2 years before, because of the apa tu, COVID-19, okay, the MCO, okay. So the government set up a new policies. So all the citizens, okay, all the people should wear mask, okay, face mask, okay, when you go outside, okay. So that will increase the opportunities of most of the business outside there okay, to buy and sell again the face mask. Okay, so start from if you look at how okay face mask kan, if you notice the okay the changes okay before before for the first time okay many people just wear face mask with the blue one face mask okay face mask okay yang medical face mask. Now after 2 years okay the face mask we have many varieties of the face mask, okay, yang ada warna-warni, okay, stuff macam-macam, many patterns of that because of what? The demand, okay, the demand is increased on the face mask, okay. Ada mula-mula nak cari face mask for okay there is face mask for adults and also face mask for children, okay. So masa awal-awal dulu it's very difficult for me to search to find out to get the face mask for the children. For nowadays okay many uh, many types of face mask that can easily be find out, okay. So that is some of the uh, yeah, example that we can relate here when the government increase the new policies, establish the new policies that will also increase the opportunities for entrepreneurs to have some ideas okay about their product. Okay, so for example, uh, it's also the brand. Okay, nowadays all the face mask is having their own brand. Okay, even though okay Jovian Mandagi also have their own face mask, okay. Okay, because of the set new policy of government, okay, everyone need to use the face mask, but nowadays it will become lower again, okay. The demand for the face mask is become lower because of the new policies set up by the government. So the government not uh, kita tarik balik uh, apa kewajipan untuk memakai face mask. Okay, so maybe uh, kuranglah low demand to the face mask. Okay, so itu akan kita akan fikirlah apa pula new apa product that can be create by the business out there. Okay, so that is some of the examples. So let's look at what is the environment scanning for self-evaluation. Okay, self-evaluation is more to the entrepreneur itself. Okay, not outside environment. Okay, but we look at the first one is the experience of the entrepreneur. Okay, so many entrepreneurs are involved in the business that are suited to their own experience, especially in relation to their former career. So because of what? Experience is very important. Okay, it's very important for you to face many problems. Okay, to solve the problems that arise. Okay, so because of that, okay, we can look at the people outside there. Okay, that have enough experience. Okay, for example, maybe the experience working in the restaurant, okay, working in hotel, okay, because of their experience, okay, they try to open their own business, okay. Then B, knowledge and skill. Knowledge and skill are related to one's experience. Knowledge and skill are important, okay, to establish whether someone really knows that do with the business she involved, okay. And then financial situation. Of course, this is one of the most important things, okay, to be an entrepreneur. Financial ability is an important factor in determining whether particular business opportunity can be further developed or not. Okay. The interest, okay, the business field, okay, to be selected. must be based on the entrepreneur's interest. Okay, interest can give more confidence and a sense of responsibility to the business to be developed. Okay, if there is no interest, how can you be responsible towards your work? Okay, that is also important. And then networking. Okay, to be a businessman, an entrepreneur. Okay, you have developed your own networking. Okay, so you need to be known by all people. Okay, so because of that, if you look nowadays, okay, not only they use marketing, good marketing, yes, but they also use bad marketing. Okay, so the people now just love to know about the viral issue, right? Okay, netizen now, okay, love to critic, okay, membawang, okay, ataupun kita apa, kutuk-kutuk, right? Okay, kutuk. That is one of the bad marketing. Okay, bad marketing also right now is very popular. That is networking. Okay, everyone, okay, how to make your products and you well known to all the people is to create marketing. Okay, so an entrepreneur will face difficulty developing a business opportunity if networking with others is limited. Okay, kalau orang tak tahu apa yang awak jual, so macam mana customer tu nak ada knowledge pasal produk. Okay, your product. So networking is very important. Okay, and then after we screen the environment, so we should screen off business opportunities. Okay, after scanning the environment, evaluating oneself as well as the values or norms of the local community, the entrepreneur may end up with two or more interesting business opportunities that need to be developed. Okay, so this progress involves four factors as follows. Okay, legality, okay, monopolistic power and level of competition, capital requirement, and also risk. Okay, let's look one by one. Okay, legality. The entrepreneur has to make sure that the business opportunity that is going to be developed is legal. Okay, so legal means that in terms of the location, okay, the location must be legal, okay, and then what else, okay, must have submit the form, okay, submit the form of uh, license, okay, to the for example Majlis Perbandaran, okay, to make it legal. Okay, a business involves the buying and selling, invitation, or stolen product is illegal. Okay, so we must know lah. Okay, janganlah okay, kita nak jual produk yang illegal. Contoh kita uh, okay, produk yang kopi kopi ori, okay, yang stolen from yang kita kopi yang kita tak ada trademark and patent, okay, it's very and itu tak bagus untuk business. Okay, sebab kalau illegal akan menyebabkan business kamu tu cepatlah bankrupt. Okay, so semua akan tak jadi secure. Okay, so kita kena make sure okay, what is the product. Okay, mestilah produk yang legal. Okay, yang ada patent company sendiri. Okay, bukan kita copy from the original one. Okay, so second one, monopolistic power and level of competition. Okay. An entrepreneur has to select a business opportunity which is not monopolized by anybody or quarters, as these types of business will pose problems such as the danger of sabotage and the difficulty of penetration of controlled market. Okay. An entrepreneur must also consider the level of competition in deciding the type of business he is going to be involved. Okay, kita tengok apakah sama ada business yang kita nak jalankan tu ada tak dimonopoli oleh uh, types of company yang lain. Okay, for example, what is the example of monopolistic power ni? Okay, contoh, okay, kalau kita nak buat produk, buat kereta, for example lah, you just have a dream to open a business to create your own car manufacturing car. Okay, so actually in Malaysia, okay, car industry is monopolized by Proton, okay, and also Rodua. Okay, it's very difficult to penetrate this market. Okay, just ignore. Okay, you put your money, okay, with other business. Okay, that is not monopolized by anybody. Okay, so another example. Okay, uh, monopolized economic such as TNB. Okay, TNB is the uh, company that, okay, offer, okay, the electricity, right? Okay, so it's very difficult, okay, to have the business in electricity supply, okay, because it will monopolized by the government itself. Okay, they just have one. Okay, that company just only TNB is the companies that monopolize that electricity supply market. Okay, so it's very difficult to penetrate. Ataupun kita nak masuk ke dalam business untuk kita create another company to supply electricity is very difficult. So kita pilih lah, okay, business dekat dalam market yang lain. Okay. So market mana yang selalu entrepreneur akan pilih nowadays? Okay, apa? Mesti dekat cosmetic. Okay, because of what? Cosmetic, the higher demand from cosmetic is demand from who? Mestilah daripada woman. Okay, woman nowadays like to have a white face. Okay, nak muka cantik. Okay, apa lagi? White face lagi. Clear face. Lagi badan nak kurus. skinny body. Okay, itu semua adalah the need from the woman itself. Okay, so the woman create the demand. Okay, the demand for the cosmetic, of course, cosmetic product diet. Okay, so you tengok dekat, if you look at the Facebook ads, okay, if you look at the TikTok, if you look at Instagram, everything is about cosmetic. Okay, the founder of that cosmetic, the founder of this cosmetic. Okay, I'm very tired of that. Okay, but that woman is not tired at all to look beautiful. Okay, even though walaupun perempuan tu dia lahir kulit dia tak cerah. Okay, tapi because of the cosmetic dia akan jadi putih cantik. Okay, itulah dia. Okay, because of the demand increase, so it will create the opportunities in the cosmetic punya market lah. Okay. And then 3, capital requirement. Okay. The study of the capital requirement is that the modal lah, capital, the money that we need to invest in the business is very important. Normally, capital is required to finance investment on fixed assets. Okay, so we must think for from where we should have the capital. Okay, because capital is important to invest in the, for example, to buy the land. Okay, to buy the building, okay, machine or equipment that need in to produce the product, okay, and working capital. Working capital is cash. Okay, the funding of the business can be done with the use of the entrepreneur's own money or from external sources, okay, such as banks, okay, finance companies and cooperatives. Okay, that is a capital requirement. Then number 4 is risk. Okay, we should know the risk. Okay, in the business, risk is something that is uncertain. Okay, and is related to the success and failure. Due to that, an entrepreneur must identify, okay, the risk he is going to encounter and take into consideration the percentage of success and failure. Okay, so before we do the business, we should know what is the risk. Okay, maybe because of higher of competition. Okay, it will reduce our sales. Okay, we need to know that risk. Okay, we need to know what is the uncertain about that business. Okay, in general, the level of risk that will be encountered by on entrepreneur will depend on 3 factors. Okay, the risk is uh, kita akan tengok pada 3 factors ni lah. Apa dia punya risk? For example, the difficulty or easy to enter particular business fields. Okay, if we mentioned before, okay, because of the how we can choose the business. Okay, not a business that is monopolized by others. Okay, and then the size of capital. Okay, if you invest 1 million ringgit for the business. Okay, if we compare with your capital, you invest with 100,000 ringgit only. Okay, the risk is different. Okay, the higher the capital you invest, the more riskier your company. Okay, okay. If we compare, the more risky, okay, your company is. Okay, so that's why, okay, if you have more money or more capital, high risk, but it will also increase the chances to have high return. Okay, dapat duit yang lebih banyak. Pulangan dia. Okay, but the size of capital is just 100,000, so the risk is lower. Okay, if compared to the risk of 1 million ringgit. Alright, the risk is lower. Okay, and the return is lower also. Okay, if compared with the return for 1 billion. Okay, so the size of capital is yang kita nak invest, it will affect the risk of the business. Okay, so and then the third one is the profit margin expected from the business. Okay, so usually, okay, if we look at business of clothes, okay, is higher profit margin. In higher profit margin means that many of uh, that market is very easily to penetrate. Means that many business, okay, inside that market. Okay, the clothes business. Okay, nak jual baju, jual pakaian. Okay, buka business baju. Okay, the profit margin here adalah tinggi. Okay, maknanya untung tu, untung tu sangat rendah berbanding dengan cost dia, expenses is higher. Okay, sangat tinggi. Okay, nak beli baju-baju tu sangat tinggi. Okay, tapi kalau kita nak jual dia kepada customer, the profit is lower saja, dapat sikit saja. Okay, sebab apa? Ramai. Okay, so the customer have a lot of choice out there. Okay, many choices. Okay, dia boleh beli dekat kedai A, B, C. Okay, kalau tengok baju, contoh baju kurung, okay, dia boleh beli dekat kedai A, kedai B, benda yang sama. Okay, produk yang sama akan di offer oleh business A, B, C, D. So that's why the profit margin for the clothes business is low, tinggi. Okay, maknanya kurang untung. Okay, itu akan menyebabkan risk of the business tu akan lebih tinggi lah. Okay, so untuk untung banyak tu sangat sukar. Okay, kalaulah you boleh create your own design of the clothes, okay, it will also help you to attract more people or customers to buy from. Okay, so the profit margin expected from the business, whether big or small. Okay, so let's look at types of business, category or risk. Okay, ini yang saya cakap tadi. Okay, types of business, the category or risk, and expected return. Okay, so business choice A, entry easy. Okay, level of risk low. Okay, kita kena you should do this some kinds of analysis. Okay, in order for you to determine which of the business is very suitable for you to operate. Alright, food stall. Okay, food stall entry easy. Okay, all people will open their own stall. Okay, level of risk low. Okay, expected return also low. Okay, if you want to open food stall, to sell apa tu, fried banana. Okay, so many people can do. Okay, because of the risk is low. Okay, the capital is low. Okay, if you look at mini market, okay, so the entry is medium, maybe not so easy. Okay, but not so difficult. Okay, so the level of risk is medium and expected return is medium. Okay, how about the public transport? Of course, the entry is very difficult. You need to have a big capital. Okay, besar, capital yang sangat besar. Okay, if you want to invest in the public transport, so that how to penetrate entry the market is very difficult. So the level of risk also high because of the expected return is high. Okay, that is the comparison of how we can assess the category of the business, risk, and also return, okay, of the business. Okay, next dia kata in general there are two types of risk. Okay, need to be addressed. Before and while operation a business. Okay, that is the business risk and financial risk. Okay, so business risk can be classified into three things. Okay, transferable risk. Okay, the risk that can be insured against fire, thief, and employee accident. Okay, transferable risk, it means that we can transferable means that kita boleh elakkan. Okay, so dengan adanya kita kita beli insurance. Okay, so that we cover. Okay, kalau ada fire, kebakaran, thief atau accident, okay, we will cover, the money will cover by the insurance. That is transferable risk. Okay, we also under business risk we have controllable but not transferable risk. Okay, this second type is not 100% to be controlled. Okay, the risk cannot be controlled by the employee entrepreneur, but there are things to be done. Okay, for example, market situation, okay, unemployment rate and quality of the goods. Okay, ini kita boleh control, tapi kita tak boleh nak transfer the risk. Okay, kita kena accept lah. Okay, contoh, because of the MCO, the market situation is very, okay, the economic situation is down. Okay, so kita tak boleh nak transferable risk. Okay, tapi kita ada pilihan untuk kita apa, kita keluar daripada situation yang problem tersebut. Contohnya dengan adakan online business. Okay, okay, and then employment rate, example lain, and quality of goods. Okay, contoh macam lain, okay, because of increase of the price of chicken, okay, it will increase the price of the foods. Okay, so itu kadang-kadang kita tak boleh nak elak, tapi kita boleh gunakan cara lain. Sebagai contoh, KFC dia tak offer masa ayam tengah harga ayam tengah naik. So if you look at the fast food business, okay, nak cari ayam pun susah, okay, sebab tak ada supply tu. Okay, dia boleh, maksudnya dia boleh berhentikan dulu okay, produk tersebut, tapi dia offer produk yang lain yang dia boleh dapat untung juga. Okay, something like that. And then the third one is uncontrollable risk. Okay, what is uncontrollable risk? Things in the economic, exchange rate, and natural disaster. This is the risk that cannot be controlled anymore, okay, by the entrepreneur. Okay, nowadays, okay, our economy, okay, is having inflation. Okay, so okay, all the goods is the price of food is higher. Okay, because so that we should increase the minimum salary. Okay, naikkan kepada 1,500. So because of economy, okay, entrepreneur cannot do something to, okay, maksudnya dia tak boleh tak menaikkan harga. Okay, disebabkan kalau tak naikkan harga, so the business will collapse. Okay, nak tak nak kena juga menghadapi exchange rate. Of course, exchange rate. So nowadays RM 4.50 our money, okay, RM1 US dollar. Okay, so this price is the, okay, sangat teruk lah, okay, sangat lemah, okay, mata wang, okay, mata wang Malaysia become down, okay, maksudnya lagi sangat mahal, okay, sampai ke RM4.50 sepanjang 30 tahun kita ekonomi kita. This is the most weak prices, okay, RM4.50. Okay, exchange rate tu apa effect dia? Okay, so many of the company, okay, US company, okay, UK company, okay, dia dah berpindah. Okay, sebabnya kalau dia guna juga mata RM4.50 ni, dia akan rugi. So apa yang dia buat, dia take off lah daripada business tu. Foreign direct investment, dia tak invest lagi dekat Malaysia, so dia pergi dekat luar tempat lain yang lebih stable lagi, negara yang lebih stable lagi dia punya mata wang. Okay, so itu adalah, and also natural disaster, okay, uncontrollable risk. Okay, next is second one is financial risk. Okay, what is the financial risk? The first one is level of liquidity. Okay, The level of liquidity, it means that less solvent companies, probably the business has the short-term debts. Okay, for example, supplier and debt overdraft. Means that financial risk is okay, not enough cash. Okay, not enough cash to pay. Okay. The business is not have enough cash to pay their debts. Okay. A level of liquidity. Okay. It will call it as a financial risk. Okay. And then second one is loan fixed less solvent companies. Probably the business has to fix the short term debts. Okay. Dia tak boleh nak buat loan dalam jangka masa yang panjang. Okay. Then the third one is credit. Credit given to customer will always face risk of getting the credit being paid, as after some time the credit is only becomes to bad debt. This is one of the financial risk. Okay, for example, if you offer the customer to buy on credit, it means that you give the customer your product, okay, but then the customer will not pay yet. Okay, that we call it as credit, not paid yet. Okay, so it will, okay, kalau lah customer tu tak bayar, unpaid, so it will consider expenses. Okay, ini akan merugikan lah, merugikan syarikat. Okay, the company will bear the losses because they give a credit to customers. Okay, so number 4, exchange rate macam tadi. Financial risk also exchange rate. If changes rate involved, entrepreneur have to face risk fluctuation of rate. So it means that if we invest in another country, okay, using foreign direct industry, FDI, foreign direct, okay, foreign direct industry product, okay. So contoh kalau kita gunakan duit, kita melabur dekat syarikat luar negara dekat Indonesia for example. Okay. So we face the risk of exchange rate. Okay. So kadang-kadang Indonesia punya mata wang sangat lagi lemah, okay, berbanding dengan ringgit Malaysia. So kalau kita tak akan dapat pulangan yang banyak, okay, contoh because of the exchange rate kat negara yang berbeza, using the different currency, it will increase the risk of exchange rate in financial risk. Okay, yang kita panggil sebagai financial risk. Then summary, after screening the various business opportunities, an entrepreneur will end up with only one business opportunity. Okay, after you consider all the issue, okay, so you need to end up with only one business opportunity. Okay, that needs to go to the next step. Whether this opportunity can be implemented or not, it will depend on the comprehensive study of the various functioning other than that. Okay, so after we screen, we must know the business function of marketing, admin, operation, and finance in order to decide which of the business opportunity that you want to create. Okay, so you must know, okay, start from now you must have an idea of what business that you need to create. Okay. Okay, is there any question about this slide before we move to look at some video in the YouTube? Jeremy, is there any question? Okay, so let's continue with our video. Just we look at 2 or 3 videos regarding this chapter.